Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Chad with CD Shave, and thank you very much for joining me for today's badly needed head shave. I know it's hard for you to tell on the camera, but trust me, it is definitely needed, and we got a product to profile today. So, without further ado, let's get into it. First and foremost, we're going to talk about the holiday of the day. Today's holiday of the day is National, Donkey Day. It is a way to celebrate your ass. So, National Donkey Day, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's technically National Jackass Day. But anyway, so celebrate your ass. While you're at it, celebrate everyone else's ass. I don't care how you do it, just do it. Nothing like celebrating a good ass. Okay, moving on from the holiday of the day, let's go down to the shave, ladies and gentlemen. So today we are profiling Sangre De Drago. There's the label right there, as you can see. It's got scent notes of dragon's blood, Mysore sandalwood, Indonesian oud, benzoin tonka, lanolo wood, spruce hemlock, ambergris, labdanum, sage, neroli, tobacco absolute. It is vegan based, and I probably demolished half of the scent notes on that, but I don't care. It is what it is. They're also listed on the site. This is made by Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, in case you couldn't tell by the little top there. They also have on their sample jar, there's a whole bunch of listings on the back of the ingredients, I believe. I can't read that quite because I don't have my glasses on. So, but anyway, that is the soap sample. I've been using it for a little while. That's what it looks like on the inside, as you can see. So, now this soap, to me, I feel that is quite strong. Right out of the gate, I get nothing but sandalwood, and it's a really, really nice, heavy scent, which is what I like. Now, it's right off of this. Now, as far as other things are concerned, shaving and so on and so forth, and lathering it and all that, we'll get into that later, but so you know. Again, this is made by Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. You can get their stuff at phoenixartisanaccoutrements.com. I believe if you Google Phoenix Shaving, it'll also come up. That way it is, let's see, $18.95 for a 4-ounce plastic shave tub, screw top, lid, and waterproof label. It is $29.95 for the aftershave, which comes in a 100 milliliter bottle. They have a $14.95 Star Jelly, which is their version of the balm, shave balm for 150 milliliters. It comes in a pump bottle. I don't have either one of those. You can also drop $39.95 for the EDP that comes in a 30 milliliter bottle. $24.95 for the 1.5 ounce container of the solid cologne. I've never used a solid cologne. Those of you that have used a solid cologne, I'm curious to how those things work. If they work well or not as well as the liquid stuff, comment section below. Moving on, they have another couple things for the line. They got a bar of soap that's $5.95, a shampoo puck that's $5.95. I don't know anything about their shampoo pucks, but I can tell you that the bar soaps work pretty well. $7.95 for a 2-ounce stick of deodorant. And they also have various items of swag available for purchase with this logo on. It is kind of a badass logo. I do like that. It's kind of creepy at the same time. Very Halloweenish, which is kind of why I was going with this. Kind of reminds me of Halloween for some reason. It's not a seasonal scent. It is not meant to be that. It's just for me, personally. So, let's get into the rest of the gear, ladies and gentlemen. So we have the Gillette Fat Boy. We're going with that today, and we think we're going to put this bad boy. Boy, this thing needs to be cleaned. As you can see, I've got all kinds of gunk on that. It's a little bit out of my realm, or norm rather. I usually clean these right afterwards. I don't know what happened there. I must have been in a rush. So anyway, we got this set on setting 8. I think we're going to keep it there, or 7.5, depending on who you are and what you want to call it. If you see it says 7, there's a dot in the middle, and then it goes to 9. So, whatever you want to call it. I call it 8, and that's what it is. So, for me. As far as the gear, rest of the gear is concerned, we're going to continue using the PAA with the, right here we got this. So this is what I used last week for this PAA Amber Aerolite 24mm synth hybrid shave brush. It's a hybrid because of the fan. It's not really a bulb. It's not a fan. But it's kind of a combination of the both. I got my shaving bowl right here, CD Shaving. The inside of that is custom made. I get this done by Studio 550 here in Manchester, or not here, but in Manchester, New Hampshire. Of course, we have the Thayer's Witch Hazel. That's going to be in the old JD bottle. We'll be using that when we do our post-shave. Now, as far as the aftershave is concerned, I think I might have mentioned I don't have the matching aftershave with this, so I went with what works well for me. Do the Fire Fine Craft Woody Wagon. I think anything with a wood-based scent, cedar, sandalwood, pine even, really, would go well with this. It just kind of matches it quite nicely. Anything in the wood family as far as I'm concerned. Now, the razor that I mentioned earlier isn't going to be any good without a blade. We're using Persona Reds. That's what we're going with today. I have pretty good luck with these. These are pretty smooth pretty smooth blades for me. They do well in most razors that I drop them in, so there's no complaints there. So I think what we're going to do is take all this gear, get it ready, get the water set up. We're going to throw the sample in here, get it mashed in, ready to go, lather it up, and we'll get the shave happening. We'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Shave bowl is set, ready, full of lather, and just a tad more water to it. This shave soap base from PAA is amazing. I never complain about it. Even their earlier stuff. It's just not a complaint to me. There you go. That's the brush preloaded, and I got plenty of lather in there. I definitely overdid it with soap, but I don't care because I like to do that. So throw some water on the head. All right, now as far as this particular soap sample, a lot of you seem to care about how I procured it. It was given to me as a sample to try. Somebody suggested it. They said that it was a very, very nice scent, and the performance is typical of PAA. I'd have to agree with that. The scent is definitely strong right off the gate. As far as the scent is concerned in making the lather, it's still pretty strong. Lightens up a little bit, which is typical of shaving soaps when you start to lather it. Now, comparatively, I found that the soap scent for me, not the soap, not the performance, but the scent, is very similar to Proraso Red. It's a little bit different, but it's very similar. All right, first pass. Now, as far as the name, Sangre De Drago, it's Hispanic and it means dragon's blood, thereabouts. And for those of you that don't know, it's a tree sap that comes from a tree in the Amazon. I have no idea which one. Doesn't really matter. I don't make soap. I review it. So just a tidbit of information. That's what it is, and that's where it comes from. This is made from, as I said before, PAA. Those of you that may be new to the channel or new to PAA, they are handcrafted here in the USA. They come from Arizona. And they're in Arizona. I've always wanted to check it out just to see the deal. I hear the weather's awesome because it's a nice dry heat. Now there is, I said before that this was very similar to Proraso, and it is. I mean, if you're looking for a sandalwood scent, this is definitely it. However, there's a slight difference. It's definitely not the same. Slight difference in that it's got like a hint of tobacco in it. Just a hint. Like just a hair. And it kind of trails it at the end. There's other supporting notes with it, but I don't really pick those up. I definitely would give it an 8 out of a 10. Now, while we're talking about scent, and I wanted to address something, since we were talking about, I mentioned Proraso and how it smells very similar to it. Keep in mind, it doesn't smell exactly like it. Now, a lot of people will look for a good, say they're looking for a good lime scent, and they'll find one that they like, and they'll grab it and they'll stick with it, and they'll say, oh, well, that's good. I've got a lime scent in my shave den, and that's fine if that's what you want to do. But for me, what I've run into, if I see something that says straight up sandalwood, I'm not really interested. I look for things for people's different takes on scent combinations. So like this one, this is his, he's messing around with it. It's not just straight sandalwood. This is not just, it's sandalwood forward, don't get me wrong. And for some people, that may be all they pick up. But it's not straight sandalwood. So, for me, it's a little bit different. And I like to try different people's takes on it. There's another one. I want to say this is Oud by Razor Rock, the Stallion. I think it's Oud. I'd have to re-examine that. But I remember thinking to myself, if you're just going off of scent notes in that, it doesn't necessarily seem all that impressive, but it really comes down to how it's mixed. And different people's interpretations. The artisan may tell you this is a straight up lime scent or whatever, and then you smell it as the consumer and you say to yourself, I don't really get lime. I get a little bit of it. This isn't a straight up lime. It's nice, but it's not what I think. What the artisan said that their interpretation of it is. So you want to try to remember that. If you're looking at something and you're looking at trying somebody's product, an artisan's product, and you see that they've got a lime-based scent, but it's mixed with other things, don't just blow it off. Don't say to yourself, well, I already have a lime scent, so I don't need that. Well, that may not be the case. It may be something completely different. So just because it's lime-based, or in this case, this is sandalwood-based for me, it's not like, oh yeah, I had Parasso, so I'd be fine with that. This is a little bit different. It's sandalwood, but it's different. I think if you had Parasso and you like Parasso, you would like this. The Parasso Red, I should clarify. Then you will like this. All right. Whew. This soap is, if nothing else, it's hydrating. That's for sure. It is slick. All right, we're going to get into the rest of the passes here, finish up this shave, and we'll get this video buttoned up. So we'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, the shave has been completed. We are at DOP status. No nicks, cuts, areas of irritation, smooth as glass. Love it. All right, let's get right into the post-shave. Throw on a little bit of witch hazel on the head. There, we let that settle in. Let's talk about the soap. So I felt that the soap worked awesome throughout the shave, as does all the PAA products. The scent, I thought, stayed strong throughout the shave. It was great, heavy scent that's good for like cold weather. I love heavy scents. When I step out into that, you get that cold snap, and it just lingers, and for some reason, and I like that. Having said that, with the cold snap, I will also say that I've had a chance to use this throughout the week. Using a shave scuttle, a brush scuttle. And it just, this type of scent, anything with oud or sandalwood in it, tends to really ferment when it gets warmed up. And I would suggest that, like, if you're a cold water shaver, which there are those of you out there, try this with the warm water, because you might be able to appreciate the scent all that much more if you happen to land either a sample of it or you get it just in general. That would be my thoughts on that. Now, as I said, I don't have the matching aftershave, so we're going to go with Through the Fire Fine Craft. What he sent. I probably way overdo it on aftershaves, but there we go. A little bit more, just for good measure. I'm going to throw it on the face too. Oh, awesome matching. This is like a cedar based scent, and I think it's got, I don't want to say cranberry in it. It's got some pine and fir, and there's a berry in there. Juniper berry, I think, is in that. I don't know. Anyway, you can look it up. I did a review on this one already. And I just don't remember. I have done so many, I can't possibly keep them all straight. But, however, so just one more recap here for the sample, or for the look in the logo right there. There's the sample, Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, Sangre De Drago. And I don't speak any foreign language, so I happen to butcher that when I speak it. Those of you that speak Spanish, I apologize for destroying probably such a wonderful language. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is my take on this sample. If you have any questions about this or any product that I've used, please put it in the comment section below. I'll get back to it as soon as I can. I know some of you have commented lately, and we'll get to those. I just haven't had a chance to yet. I'm working on it. I'll get to them, I promise. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed but wish to do so, please do. But make sure you knock that bell. That way you get a notification every time we do a new video here at CD Shaving. Because, folks, I do not follow a schedule. So, thank you very much for joining me. If you shaved today, have a great shave. Have a great rest of the day. And we'll see you guys and girls in the next video.